Day 37. It's still freezing. Oh my goodness, actually it's colder this morning than it was yesterday morning. I'm at about the same elevation as we camped last night, but it's a little bit windy this morning. And yeah, it's freezing. Oh goodness. We made about 26 and a half trail miles yesterday. So that's awesome. We only have it's about 40 miles to Cumbres Pass, which is in Colorado. I think maybe 35, 36 miles to the New Mexico-Colorado border, which is super exciting. I always like to hit a state line. That's always fun. So that's awesome. But it's about 20 till 7. The sun's out. There's a ton of condensation on the inside of this tent, unfortunately. Even though we camped in a pretty dry spot, the ground's wet. The inside of the tent is soaking. So that's a bummer, because now I have to pack up this wet bitch and carry it. So the sun's out. I'm waiting. Hopefully it'll start doing its job and warming up in here, because I can barely feel my hands right now. And yeah, I'm gonna have to get up, get walking. Nightcrawler put on his water socks this morning and said that it meant that it would be dry and there wouldn't be any snow. I hope he's right, because I don't have any water socks. I just have regular socks. I was wanting to get some neoprene socks or water socks to be sent to Chama, but we've had so little service in the last few days, and it's been the weekend, today's Monday, that I haven't been able to get online or in touch with also the tent company, Nemo, to have them send me a new set of tent poles, because this one has a break in it. So yeah, and we'll just have to see what happens. Hopefully I don't freeze my toes off in the next couple of days, because I understand that there's supposed to be a lot of snow in the last several miles of New Mexico, and obviously there's going to be lots of snow probably still in Colorado, but hopefully I'll be okay. I have a lot of pairs of regular socks, but only one pair of fully intact Injinjis. Ah, goodness. I'm looking forward to summer. Summer in the Rockies would be nice if it's warm and I can take off all of my clothes at least once in a while without having to freeze my ass off. Anyway, I'm gonna pack up and start walking to warm up. And luckily there's the water everywhere in this next 15 miles, so I'll get to stop somewhere and have second coffee. And then at 15 miles is the Lagunitas campground, where hopefully I'll catch up with him. He said he'd wait for me there a little bit. He didn't leave until around 5 o'clock. So hopefully I'll be able to find him there, because after their water doesn't touch the trail on the map for another 11 miles. So we'll probably dry camp somewhere in that next stretch. And then I'm not sure how we'll negotiate if there is a lot of snow. It's better to do it early in the morning. And then also, because he doesn't have sunglasses, he's a little concerned about getting snow blindness, which is a valid concern. So we'll just have to see what happens. But hopefully we'll be in Chama or at Cumbres Pass tomorrow or Wednesday morning. If the snow is bad, then we can just post up right before it, or somewhere in a dry patch within it, and do the rest early Wednesday morning and get into Chama and get ourselves sorted for Colorado. Yay, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love Colorado. It's one of my favorite states. It's just beautiful. I'm bummed we won't be able to go through the San Juans now, but I don't want to go through them when they're all snowed in and avalanches everywhere and mosquitoes are starting to come out because of the snow melt. So it'll be better if we can do it at the end of the season. If we get done with the trail early enough, that'll be much more fun and hopefully much more warm. Here's hoping. Okay, since I'm procrastinating a little bit, I figured I'd tell you how I do my mornings, especially when it's cold. Well, actually, it doesn't matter whether it's cold or not. This is how I do my mornings every day. I do everything in the tent. I pack everything in the tent. So the first thing I do when I get up is I make my coffee. Actually, the first thing I do is all of my hiking clothes I take out of my clothes bag, which is my pillow, and I put them in the sleeping bag with me to warm them up with my body before I try to put them on so that I'm not freezing when I put them on. Then I make my coffee, which is just a cold shake coffee because it's usually a protein drink with coffee added to it, and then some other things like cinnamon and powdered cream or coconut cream, things like that. So I have that, look at the route for the day, look at pictures, try to, work on a movie from another day. And then after that, the coffee, I fill up my bladder, and I've got all my water from the night before. So I fill my bladder, get any water together, filter any water that I need to get me to the next water stop. In this case, it's just a liter, so that's awesome. I actually have in my Sawyer outside some water that I'm going to dump out on my way out because I don't need it for this leg. And then I play with my food. I put all my snacks together for the day, and get my food bag together, get the trash bag out. Usually I don't get a trash bag out, but I'm going to be hitting a campground today, so I'll be able to offload trash, and I want to have it handy without having to dig into the pack a whole bunch to try and find all the trash that I've amassed since the last trash drop, which actually was yesterday at the campground. Then I put everything that I can into my pack already. So like I have my electronics and the wipes I leave out because I'm going to go to the bathroom before I leave. But I fill my hip pockets with the snacks on one side, my sunscreen and anti-bac and things like that on the other side. My waters are ready, my shoes are ready, everything's ready to go. I get dressed. I do all of this in the bag. I stay in my sleeping bag as long as possible. I pull my sleep pad out from under me and fold it up. I'm actually sitting on it right now to keep it flat so that I can put it into the bag, because I have the Pro Light, so it's part closed cell and part inflatable, which is nice because even if it does catch a leak, I'm not completely screwed and carrying around a useless piece of inflatable rubber that's not stink inflated. And yeah, so I get everything ready, my water, everything is ready to go into the bag. But since the sleeping bag goes into the bag first, it's just all sitting behind me. There's really nothing outside but my poles and shoes and the Tyvek, which I keep on the top of the pack on the outside so that I can whip it out for easy sitting down. And in this case, the Sawyer, because I'm going to dump that water out. But last thing I do, like I stay in the bag as long as possible to keep as warm as possible, because all I want to do is get out of this tent, break down the tent, and leave. So I'm actually stuffing my sleeping pad or bag into the bag while I'm still in it. I literally just put it in from toes first and just stuff it in, and then from there it's just go, just stuff everything into the bag, put on my shoes, get out, and break down the tent and leave. So once I actually exit the tent, I'm not standing around a lot outside getting colder, because it is still cold outside even though the sun's out. I can just break down everything as quickly as possible, and within 5 minutes of getting out of the tent or less, I'm walking. So that's mornings, and yeah, it works for me. I don't like to be cold, so I don't want to be doing my stuff. This works particularly well if there's weather, if it's raining or something like that. You don't want to be spreading your stuff all over the place outside. I know a lot of people take all their stuff out of the tent, lay it all out on the ground, on their Tyvek or whatever, and do their stuff, and whatever works for you. But this is what works for me, and my main strategy is to remain warm as much as possible, as long as possible, without getting myself unnecessarily chilled. And that's how I do it. Well, shit. It's 7:37, and I'm just now starting to walk. Oh my God. It is so hard to get up and moving when it's cold. But anyway, it looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. I hope it warms up, because I'm usually not wearing this many clothes, especially when I know I'm going uphill. But whew, it is so freezing out here. Oh yeah, that sun feels so good. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to keep relatively dry today on my feet, but I'm anticipating kind of a soupy mess in the lowlands. And I see little impromptu ponds everywhere. The only reason we were able to camp where we did was because there's a snowmelt runoff stream running down the side of the trail. So we were able to get water from that, which ironically is like the cleanest water we've had in quite a while. Most of the water we've been collecting from like the streams and creeks here have like a yellow tint to it. But this water was crystal clear. So, you know, that's nice. Anyway, it's looking beautiful ahead of me. So, and I've got a bunch of miles to make up time on Nightcrawler, who I hope will take a nice long nap somewhere because he didn't really get one yesterday. And should be a good day. Beautiful out. Yay. Hiking. Well, poop. So much for no snow. And yeah, it was wet the whole way up here. Damn it. Guess I'll be doing some snow slipping. Hopefully it's still cool enough that I can stay kind of on top. Take a look at, I don't know though. Nope. I'm definitely gonna be sinking. Oh well, damn it. That's the trail. Ew. Well, first incident of being off trail and possibly lost today. I'm not lost, but Skyhook says I'm off trail, that it's over there somewhere. But I don't see any footprints on any of that snow going that way. See what might be a trail. There's a cairn here indicating the trail is this way. But yeah, it's off track. Whatever, I'm gonna roll with this, see what happens. Pretty much as long as I can get to that pond, hopefully I can pick the trail back up. From there, I should be, at this point, less than half a mile away. Yeah, that's an interesting print. Yeah, all kinds of stuff out here. All right, well, the footprints and the trail all came this way, but now there's nothing really visible. Oh, no footprints. It's like a little grassy. There's a lot of vegetation on the ground. It's a little harder to see anything. Any tracks, so. But according to Guthook, if I just keep going this way, hopefully I should pick the trail back up shortly. I think I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna go towards the sun. Oh my gosh, it's still cold out here. It's after 8. This is gonna be a slow going day if it's a lot like this. And since we are going higher in elevation, I anticipate there will probably be more snow. So, could be a real slow day. Oh, especially if I keep falling in the snow. Try and stay on top, SuperClassy. Try and stay on top. Okay. Alright, found the trail. Although, maybe walking in the snow is better. It's definitely a muddy mess. I'd rather walk on the snow. It's a little cleaner. And also my shoes have virtually no traction anymore because they're pretty much shut. So snow is a little easier. But dang, I don't know how I got off. I don't know what I missed. Yeah, alright, well, today should be interesting. I can't wait to see what happens next. Wait, this is the pond, and it's currently a creek where we were going to try to camp last night. I'm so glad we didn't because there is really no place. Flat, dry. It would have been way worse than where we were last night. Whew, good for us. So far, fairly uneventful this morning. There was some snow patches or some snow fields and, a lot of mud. A lot of muck. Looks like there's some down here too. Yay! So far, knock on wood. Not that there's any wood down in this bowl. I haven't eaten it yet. Day's still young. But, God, beautiful day. It's nice and warm again already. Feel like this warm weather the last few weeks or couple weeks up here is doing a ton to melt off the snow. So, hopefully, and snow is tough mainly because if you can't find footprints or like there's no, not a lot of people out on the trail, which is generally the case here. A lot of people have already flipped. Then it's hard to find the trail and you're having to use your app all the time to try to locate yourself on the trail and try to stay reasonably on it. But the thing about not snow is that if there's not snow, there's a lot of mud and a lot of slipping, and that's almost just as slow going. At least it's not hard to find the footprints. People be slipping and sliding all over the place out here, including myself. But in the higher areas, like where I just came down from, up in that hill, it's not so bad. It's definitely out here, but the weather's cool, the sun's out, there's a nice breeze. The last time I was digging around with snowfields and mud, I was getting hailed on. So today is actually an improvement. I don't feel too, like my feet are a little bit wet. Not that bad, not too shabby yet. Again, day's young. Oh, look. Well, they were dry. Now I'm gonna cross that. They're not gonna be dry anymore. Oh goodness, that's not even on the map. The gate is. But yeah, pretty much every source of water that shows it may be a source of water on the topo map, definitely running up here, which is nice. It feels so good. I love only having to carry 1 liter of water. It's been a long time since I was able to do that. Some of these water carriers out here have been ridiculous. And here, no, there's water everywhere because there's no more snow hardly. This is all good news. All right, I'm gonna deal with this now. Talk to you later. The last note in Gut Hook about this water tank, this cow pond from May 27 said it was filled and covered with snow. What a difference a couple of weeks makes, huh? Luckily I don't have to drink out of it, but it actually looks pretty beautiful with the snow mountains in the back. Not too shabby. I feel so bad for Nightcrawler. So far today, well, it's still the beginning of the day, but it's been mostly all this out and open, exposed walking, and that poor guy doesn't have any sunglasses. This has to just be so painful. I almost never wear sunglasses, and it is so bright. I have to have them on, especially walking right into the sun. Poor thing. And I think we're walking west later today, so we're walking into the sun. Oof. That'll be one thing I know he'll be glad to get. And Chama, hopefully his next pair will last longer than the last pair, which was, I don't even know if they made it for 24 hours, but I imagine he'll keep a better eye on him next time. Oh, this is cool. I wonder if this is the intermittent creek I'm looking for. I was gonna sit down there, take a break. It's been about 2 hours already of walking. I'm not sure how many miles, but oh my gosh, this is just so beautiful out here. There's I would never guess I was in New Mexico, It's Aw. Hello. Ah, so nice to get to see a little bit of spring out here. I mean, it's definitely kind of barren beauty, so seeing some flowers, always a treat. All right, this looks like a big wet mess. Guess I'll figure out if I'm gonna sit down here or not. So I took a little break at the intermittent creek, which is definitely more than intermittent right now. It was actually running harder where there wasn't even a water sign. But it was a little windy out in the exposed thing, so I didn't stay for long. The wind started picking up. But I did get a movie finished, so that's good. And I got to have a second coffee. Yay! So I feel pretty good and energized right now. And I did lose the trail for a little bit, but since it was pretty much an open bowl, it was fairly easy to relocate it. It mainly was important to find it again before I got to a gate. Although the gate itself, actually, the fence around it is down, much like the last one. So, carrying on. I'm up a little higher now. I'm back into forest again. So that's nice. A little bit covered from the wind. And also, should I have to pee, it's a little less awkward. That's always good. But yeah, onward toward Lagunitas campground. In between here and there is Rio San Antonio, which I'm a little bit anxious about because I'm imagining that that's probably going to be a significant water crossing, and I hope that it's not too dodgy, kind of like the one yesterday that had the log bridge. That was definitely sketch. So that's in like probably 3.5 miles. We'll just see how it goes. It's a little breezy, but check out the view. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is just, stunning. And there's a patch of snow up there that looks like a heart. Yay! Love the CDT. Look at that. It looks like a spring piped out of the hill. That's not on the Guthook app. I bet that's probably flowing all the time. Much unlike this intermittent creek. Interesting. This intermittent creek is killing it right now. Man, it makes me feel so happy to see so much running water out here. So cool. Yay. Okay, so lost again. Guthook said you make a left and turn through this gate a little bit back there. But after it, there's a cairn here and a well-marked trail going over and across it, but it looks like maybe it fades out on the other side. And according to Guthook, I'm off track. The trail is over there somewhere, and then you go across this. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Super annoying. But the track doesn't match up with the trail, and standing out here in wet mud trying to figure things out. I know this Rio San Antonio is not that bad at all. Barely real. But looks like you cross this and then go up the side of that in some way. But I'm not seeing it. I see a trail that seems to go that way. Alright, well, I guess I'll just stop recording and start scratching my head. I'm gonna need both hands. Apparently this guy is a liar. I was supposed to make a turn. This is confusing as hell. There's a trail over there, but God says I'm way off. Okay, backtracking. I hate backtracking. I'm gonna sit down the other side of the reel and have a sit and a little break. Eat something. But dang, it's a bummer too because my shoes are just about dry from last time. So yeah, supposed to go through here and then I don't know. That was a bad choice. Go through that gate there, cross the other river, and get your shit sorted out. Okay, on it. Well, it just keeps getting better. First, there's this mess just to get to the river, which is barely a river still, but if I walk to the dry part, there's really no place to cross there. And then I see a cairn, and you have got to be kidding me. It's straight up that hill. That's not what the elevation, that's not what the topo shows at all. That kind of craziness. Also, I hope it's not slippery, because otherwise I end up back in this river. What a pain in the ass. Confusing turn, no doubt. Alright, time to get my feet wet again. Well, I made it. And this is the trail. Anyway, I just found a big ass tick on my Tyvek. That's one more thing to stress about. Good grief. It was a big old bastard too. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye out for those now. But if they're that big, oh my goodness, it'll be easy to find them on my person. Anyway, I'm having a little sit, and then I'm gonna make my way to Lagunitas campground. Hopefully I can find Nightcrawler there, because I did find a road shortcut that'll avoid some of the high spots and probably some snow. So I definitely want to do that since I don't have water socks, and get us a little closer, a little faster to the last bit of New Mexico that is, you know, that you have to do on the trail that I understand has snow. Hopefully we can do that tomorrow morning if we get on that, if we take that road and just make some quick miles up it towards the high snow area. In the meantime, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this view for a minute. And you can enjoy it too. Oh, blaze down, blaze down. Poor thing. Poor tree. Oof. I'm a little nervous or anxious. I haven't seen any of Nightcrawler's aggressive tread on trail in some time. I think he also went the wrong way at the river. Oh, I hope he found his way back to somewhere, because it's been a while. Oh wait, maybe that's them. Okay, maybe it's okay. Yay. Well, if he got lost for a while, that give me some, make me up some time. Oh, soupy mess. All right. So I just came up on a herd of elk. There's probably 6 or 7 of them. I saw 2 solo ones earlier today in different places. But I'm less than 2 miles from the campground. Every time I try and say something, I get into a soupy mess. Whatever. Anyway, I'm still not really seeing consistent evidence of Nightcrawler's aggressive tread. Okay, maybe, I don't know, there's somebody out here with similar shoes. They're not the same, but they have kind of a similar aggressive tread. Anyway, hopefully he's on track. I know how he hates to backtrack, so if he took the wrong way at that river, I can totally see him trying to make himself another route without actually going backwards on trail, because it just drives him nuts. Oh, this is the beautiful view. It's been, other than the soupy, anthill, super soupy mess, and there was some wind on the ridge after the river, so at least it was blowing me into the hill, and it pretty much dried my shoes, so that's awesome. But otherwise, it's been a pretty awesome walk today. I hope I catch Nightcrawler at the campground. I hope he's there, so we can continue forward, because I'm definitely going to do those shortcuts and try and stay low. Anyway, that's all for now. Well, there's certainly no shortage of Cairn building material out here. Good God. Look at this mess. Trail is like, ooh, Pennsylvania on the AT flashbacks. Again, New Mexico is a rocky damn state. I forgot, we've been given a break for a while. But, ooh, oh look, another giant cairn. Shocker. Probably gonna be pretty frequent from now until I get out of this. Yep, I can see 4. There's this guy. And now I can see 5. Wow. Somebody's got a lot of time on their hands. Come out for the weekend, build a shitload of cairns. Probably the best marked part of the entire trail right here. Holy cow. Of course, I can't look up. I really can only look at my feet, because otherwise I'm totally gonna eat it. Well, my shoes were dry. Go! So I made it to the Lagunitas campground, the lower one. Found Nightcrawler, yay! Got here at about 2:15. He said he was expecting me here around now. So I'm stoked, because then we can take the shortcuts and stay lower. He had already seen them, but he didn't see how early you could jump in by just doing a small cross-country thing off trail. So anyway, he's running low on food, so we're going to split this strawberry cheesecake that I have, because I don't know if I can eat it all in one sitting. It's 620 calories. That's a lot. And also, I've been eating sugar pretty much all day. I think I've had 10 nuts and a small piece of beef jerky, and other than that, it's pretty much been sugar. Oh, and my protein shake this morning. So I'm going to have a little bit of tuna with some rosemary, garlic, sesame chips that I have, to get a little protein in, and split the cheesecake with my man. And then we'll move on.
I'm pretty sure these are
okay, so for lunch we had tuna. We each had a tuna. I had habanero mint, and he had olive oil tuna. I like those because they have a lot more calories in them than the regular tunas. And then added some garlic, rosemary, cheese, sesame crisp chip things to them. That was actually super good. It gave a little something extra to tuna, because damn, we get sick of tuna. We eat so much tuna out here. Get plenty of protein and mercury poisoning. And then we ate this for dessert. Oh my God, this was delicious. It totally tasted just like cheesecake. We should probably stop saying that. Like, it just is cheesecake. It's just, sort of deconstructed cheesecake. But holy crap, it was delicious. Yeah, 620 calories and only 5 ounces. Hell yeah. So now we're gonna look for a trash can, because we have a bunch of trash to offload here. And then find some water out of these lakes, which I guess are good fishing lakes, but neither of us knows how to fish or has any equipment for that. So I guess we'll just get water and keep walking. all fueled up and hopped up on strawberry cheesecake, carbs, and sugar. Woohoo! We're leaving Lagunitas campground. Nightcrawler opted to take a steeper, what looked like a switchback cutoff. And I don't know where he is now because there was no switchback. But I assume he'll probably be coming in somewhere up there. So at the top of the climb from Lagunitas campground, we have big snow and a gate that probably has barbed wire that we don't want to. I don't want tetanus today. But yeah, it's just like right up to the gate. That's funny, because like on the other side it seems to chill out a lot. Oh well. Adventure. Wow. These views just up from Lagunitas campground. It was a really short climb too. But damn. Views for days. Man, there's lakes all over the place up here. You never guess this is New Mexico. New Mexico is supposed to be not. Guys, can't stand how gorgeous it is up here. Look at these views. Just spectacular. Wow. Oh, goodness. Well, unfortunately, what we're walking in, not quite as spectacular. More like post-apocalyptic. But, you know, it is what it is. Man, like, this forest, next time there's a forest fire, this forest is screwed. There's just so much fuel on the ground. Yeah, burn up. But I hope that doesn't happen. I hope this fire season is chill because the winter has been. So in the rock field, where there were cairns every 10 feet, you didn't really need to know. It was pretty clear where the trail was. In this forest, with snow everywhere, not one blaze. Eesh. It's probably a good thing we're gonna go down and hit that road. At least that way, we don't have to burn all our phone charge checking gut hook every 30 seconds. We won't get as good of views, but at least we won't be lost forever out here. Which is, you know, that's a good thing, I think. I'm afraid these snow-covered mountains are in our future. Oh boy. Panic. Panic at the disco. Yay, we found the road. And it's mostly dry. Except for this gusher. What the heck? It's like Old Faithful on the Carson National Forest. And now our roadwalk has a lake. Couple of lakes. Oof. A lot of snow. A lot of snow. This ain't easy, but at least we can find the road. We don't have to keep pulling out the app to figure out where the heck the trail is. And the road's a lot easier to find. But oh my, moist. I was hoping to have dry shoes for bed tonight. That's definitely not gonna happen. Damn it. This is June 10th. Summer's right around the corner, you all. I can't wait. Can't you tell? No, I swear it's coming. It's coming. Oh my goodness. so muddy. Look at this mess. Oh well, maybe the last thing I'll walk through will be snow and clean my shoes. That would be awesome. Summer. What the hell? I want to be walking on that hill. How come we can't have that hill? No. We have this hill. This is, well, it's cold. What is funny? Lest you think taking the road was the easy way out. Let me assure you. No, no. No, no. Oh my gosh. Well, it is a pain in the ass up here. My feet are frozen, but it is beautiful. And on the plus side, we don't have to walk up that. That's nice. But man, I sure still would like, oh, that just looks so springy. Not so much. Well, things were looking drier and easier for a minute. Now, crap. I don't even know where the road is. Guess we'll follow the tracks of all the other people. Hopefully they made it. So much snow. Look at all that snow. So snow. Damn. Epic views. Epic whiteness. What kind of dum-dum sits on top of a mountain in the cold wind with wet, cold feet, waiting for her dude to play his video game? This guy. Yeah. Hurry up. So now it's almost 7. I can't feel my feet. There's no road. It's buried under this. I find it every once in a while by falling into it. So we just finished crossing almost a mile-long snowfield. Oh my God. It was like most everything else on this trail. It was like fun when you start it, and then it drags on so long. You just want it to end. Oh my God. So we're crossing the CDT again. It goes up, we're going down. We need to find water and get lower in elevation so that we don't freeze our asses off. Oh, guess we're not done with the snow after all. Fuck. Okay. Definitely going to be looking forward to a fire tonight. Holy crap. Bring some feeling back into my toes. Well, we got plenty of water. And we don't have to worry about that. Why don't we just get water here? Yeah. Lots and lots of water. Holy crap. I don't even know if this is supposed to, like, there's supposed to be a creek somewhere on this road, but damn. It's creaking like creek-tastic creaking. Yeah, let's just get water here. So we passed an old CDT blaze on this road. It's not a crossing of the current trail or anything, so apparently we're retro blazing again. We didn't even know. Anyway, it's late and it's freezing, so we are camping right here in the middle of the road. Yes, we are. Oh my God. So happy. But yeah, sunset looks like it might be beautiful, but unfortunately the trees are going to be in the way, but that's good because it's a little breezy. It's very cold. So maybe a better sunset tomorrow.